Hi, 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 hi. I'm editing today. This is much more fun than gaming, totally. I'm doing a TikTok right now. That's my current plan. Yeah, I'm doing a series recommending anime. Right? I'm gonna need to turn that way down for this, I think. I'm doing a series recommending anime. Raito asks. It doesn't need to be loud at all. That's probably fine like that. I'm doing a series recommending anime. Raito asks for something that's easy to watch. Something that's easy. Can I click remove of that? I know it's a little mouse sound. It's probably fine. It's probably fine, but click remove it anyway. Something that's easy to. Something that's easy. Raito asks for. You know, I'll retake that. Something that's easy to watch, like. Did I redo it? So we want. Okay. Something that's easy to watch, like Psyche K. Raito asks for something that's easy to watch, like Psyche K. Raito asks for something that's easy to watch, like something that's easy to watch, like Psyche K. It's still mouth soundy. For something that's easy to watch. Oopsies, whoopsies, breaking everything. Back we go. Let me throw some. You know, I'll do the voice. I'll do the take and then. Something that's easy to watch, like Psyche K. Something that's easy to watch, like Psyche K. What was that? Something that's easy to watch, like Psyche K. Yeah, I'll do. That'll do. Also, can my mic stop twisting, please? So it's easy to watch, like Psyche K. Cut that, put that there. I need to sit in such a way where I've got some kind of back support. Let me sit like this. Yep. And then, yep. And then, yippee. This sounds alright, looks alright. Alright, now I've done that. Let's find me some music. Just some background music so I don't go crazy. All of the fun steps. You, sir. What's good background music for this kind of thing? Let's just like editing anime OST. Do you like me some anime stuff? Hip hop drill. Oh, maybe like stream. Anime lo-fi for streaming, non-copyright. How is it non-copyright? Is it because it's AI generated? I don't want it to be AI generated. Yeah, I think it might just be AI generated. No, we don't fuck with that. We don't like that. Maybe just give me some Lucky Star OST. We'll vibe to that for a minute. Nice and quiet so it doesn't overtake my brain processing power. I've only got so much. I can't do too much. Okay, back to editing. Like Psyche K. Cut that. So we want something relatively episodic. Is my whole take? First recommendation is Sakamoto Deska. It's pretty mouthy. Like Psyche K. So we want something relatively episodic. It's probably fine. It's not so bad if you're watching on a phone. It's way worse with headphones. And also I'm more sensitive to it, so I think it's probably fine. I gotta take whatever I don't like and then just bring it down a little bit. Like, it's probably fine. Episodic. So we want something relatively episodic. Oh, I did that twice. Thank you, me. Okay. So we want something relatively episodic. Music, you're too loud. Yeah. My first recommendation is Sakamoto Deska. Sakamoto Deska! A short, silly comedy show. Each gag works on its own, even if you're only half paying attention. I did like a hand wave there. I was like, to kind of like make it seem more like, I thought it came across in my delivery that it was more just chill, you know? My second recommendation is Life Lessons with Uramachi Onisan. Because, Cool. Yeah. Half because it's very funny. Half because it's... I like the, half because it's very I like the delivery there. Half because... I do it again. Good job, me. It's a very funny, slow-paced story, but also because it's one of those shows that makes being an adult a bit less stressful. You know, I'm doing a vertical. I could... Vertical editing. But then I'm being covered by me. Not that it matters, really. Ah, fuck it. I'm doing the editing. Who's watching? You? Hello? If you're watching, hi. Watching adults live and struggle in... Watching adults... It took me a few takes. In the end, still enjoy themselves. Watching adults live and struggle and in the end, still enjoy themselves is so nice. I hope you like them. If you want anime recommendations, then feel free to leave a comment. Okay, cool. So that's that done, edited. Yeah. Yeah. Give some space. Steal this. This is what makes it easy, like, or acceptable for me to do every day, or you know, every couple of days whenever I edit them. I'm doing a series recommending anime. Raito asks something that's easy to watch. Oh. Something. Whoops. For something that's something that's I'll do it on the thing there. For something that's for something that's easy to watch, like Psyche. I'll do. To watch, like. And then I'll do it. Like Psyche. There. I'm doing a series recommending anime. Raito asks for something that's easy to watch, like Psyche K. Cool, and then Psyche K. Let me grab. Actually, let me just grab all the things at once. So, Psyche K cover. I want the anime cover, really. Even though the manga covers are always cooler. Anime cover. Yes. Microphone, you happy? You sitting there well? Sorry if that sounds awful. I always fiddle with my microphone and I'm like, oh wait, that you can hear that. Sorry, whoopsies. And then Sakamoto Desuka cover. Haven't you heard? I'm Sakamoto is the English translation. Life Lessons with Uramichi Onisan. Cool. It's all three covers. Then I go into Premiere Pro and then I just drop them in. Like Psyche K. So to watch like Psyche K. So we want something relatively episodic. Let me throw this here. First recommendation is Sakamoto. There, and then I'll put Psyche K behind here, so click. I'll take you. So I want you to... You know, I'm almost tempted to do this and then drop shadow and then like have it motion in the background. I've actually been thinking maybe I've been doing them too big in the videos, making them a bit smaller. So it goes like Psyche K. So we want something. Okay, so I do want it to move. Yeah. No, I want it to be different. Otherwise it'll look bad. This might look bad in general. I just thought it'd be fun to have like a little... have him up here. Like that, you know? Why not? Okay, so we want something relatively episodic. Oh no, come in the background. My first recommendation is Sakamoto Deska, a short... Cool. Oh, is this the... the Initial D parody song? It's actually really good. I forgot about this. I'm much amused by this song. Anyway. Deska. Let me have this move. Sakamoto Deska. Okay, now I want to grab Sakamoto Deska. It's only subbed, so maybe it wasn't a good option. Oh, I was gonna download. Oh no, it's dubbed. Hey, I was correct. Okay, cool. Sick. Because most people, when they want anime to watch in the background and watch kind of casually, it's gonna have to be in their native language. And I find that as well. Like, if I really don't want to pay attention, but I want to watch anime, sometimes watching something intense and subbed is like the worst thing to go for. I need to clean out this folder. I've downloaded so much anime. It should all go into my anime folder, which I have. It's a mess. It's just hundreds of different anime episodes. They were playing for so long. That clip will do. I think it shows off what Sakamoto's about pretty well. A short, silly comedy show, each gag works on its own, even if you're only half paying attention. My second... Yeah, sick. That's perfect. And TikTok's not so mean that it will try and copyright me for that, I don't think. I haven't listened to this whole OST in a long time. It's very fun. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What am I looking for? Stop being distracted. The point of the streaming is so I don't get distracted. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Like that. Even if you're only half paying attention. Cool. Second recommendation is Life Lessons. Cut. You go here. Life Lessons with Uramichi Onisan. Life Lessons with Uramachi Onisan. It's Uramichi. Uramachi Onisan. It is Uramichi. Do I want to retake it? No, I can't bother. This isn't even the main thing I'm supposed to be editing today. It's the other thing I'm editing today. Life Lessons with Uramachi Onisan. Half because it's a very... with Uramachi Onisan. Half... Okay, now I need to download that episode. Do-do-do-do-do. I might have some Uramachi Onisan, but I'll, I'll do the first episode. And if I have multiple, I have multiple, you know? Whatever. Aiyah! Dum, 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 dum. Do 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 do. Doom 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 doom. What am I doing? I'm getting distracted again. No, the whole point of the stream. Stop. Me, stop. Edit this damn video. Life lessons with Michioni-san. There you go. Yeah. Misan. Half because it's a very funny, slow-paced story, but also I want him to be depressed. But then also not on camera. Those are the takes I want. This one seems good. Obviously you can't see the jokes. Mostly like audio based jokes, so I think grabbing these two is probably fine. Doodle-doo-doo. Doom-doom-doom-doom. Doodle-doo-doo. A story, but also because it's one of those shows that makes being an adult a bit less stressful. Watching makes being an adult a bit less shows that makes being an Let me do that there, and then cut that into there. Being an adult a bit less stressful. Watching and now grab a clip of him at home instead. Oh my god! He's my age. He is not at home in this episode. Maybe at the end, but that's fine. This is chill. Stressful. Watching adults live and struggle and in the end still enjoy them. Live and struggle and in the end being indecisive. Maybe I go look at them at home, so cool though. Adults being adults is cool as shit. Maybe this here. I made this bit too long. Although I've made videos, so you know, super long. Watching adults live and struggle and in the end still maybe that there. Still enjoy themselves is so nice. I hope you like them. If you cool. And then I take my regular shite and put it here. Boop. And you like this. Boop. And then all of you get the short motion scale and blur. Nice. Nice. Done. Let me export this. Doodle doodle doo doo. Do 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 do. What do I call these? What number is this? Recommending anime. TikTok 18. Cool. Done. Export that for me real quick. Thank you. Good it doesn't show all the pop-ups. 30-second break time. And then I'll open up my other project. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ya ba 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 ya ba 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 ya ya ya. Da da da. Oops, didn't mean to open that again. Okay. And screen capture, hide that. Cool. Now we're gonna swap over. And here we are. The other project. I've got a bit more to do here, and then I'm at like 7.5 minutes. This is all intro. Intro. Much more complicated edits here. So, excited for that. I do think, just the space filler here is probably fine though. But I'm gonna remind myself, and let's have the visuals.
Pre-war period saw the rise of the fathers of anime.
I assume it's just loading and it's not completely broken. That would suck. There we go. Let me rewatch a section to remind myself where I am.
There is a tendency to break down anime as pre and post Tezuka, and so we wanted to devote a video to that less explored era, because while his impact is great, there was a whole world before that, and it tends to just be lumped together as early anime.
I want an edit here. I've got to remember to do that. I want like a collage.
Anime. The pre-war period saw the rise of the fathers of anime. Oten Shimakawa, who got his start as a political cartoonist in the fathers of anime.
Then I actually need to open up the right file. Where do I keep that now? Feels good to edit a main channel video after a while. Dum 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 dum. This one. How many assets are in this folder already? Oh my god. I'm only gonna be able to stream for like another half hour. That took me way too long. Because I gotta stop, because I gotta go out to work later. Anyway. What am I doing? I can, you know, actually I wanna... So there's Koichi Joichi, Oten Shimakawa, and... Seitaro Kitayama. Seitaro... You won't mind, he's dead. Seitaro Kitayama, Seitaro... There you are, boy.
Oten Shimakawa, who got his start as a political cartoonist in Tokyo.
It's been so long, I forgot I can search up here. Tokyo Puck. I have a Tokyo Puck. Do I not have the Tokyo? Wow. Okay. I know I have it somewhere, so let me find that. Assets. Tokyo Puck. And then we can drop shadow on all of you actually. And slight motion on you. And obviously I scale you up massively, but it's an old photo, so I think people are gonna forgive it being a bit crunchy, you know.
Political Oten Shimakawa, who got his start as a political cartoonist in Tokyo.
This is apparently Tokyo Puck, but it's the inside of Tokyo Puck. No, I want, would I put it in my covers folder? Covers. Specifically, it's called manga covers, but Puck. No? Fuck is it? Puck. What? I have it. I go crazy. Fine, I will search it separately. Tokyo Puck cover. Weird. Tokyo Puck is a weird magazine. Also, I think a little bit racist, but you know, we we ballin'. That's a GIF. Why the fuck is that a GIF? Surely you're not a GIF. A GIF! Is this the best we got? Is this one... Oh, what website does this come from? Oh, Wikipedia. Fine. Fine. It's for 2 seconds. Take your Puck cover.
Puck. Sator.
So it's basically the same task as I was doing for the shorts, but like long.
Political cartoonist in Tokyo. Puck.
There, from there.
Tokyo Puck.
Satoru Kitayama.
Kitayama, who directed many of the early anime, and Junichi Kochi, the early anime, and Junichi.
You cut there and there. Yeah. Cut you. Cut you.
Anime, and Junichi. Did many of the early anime, and Junichi Kochi.
Yeah, okay.
Anime. And Junichi Kochi, the animator for many of those early anime. These progenitors.
I think that'll do. We're just gonna slight motion them and then maybe click between them. Unsure. Obviously that's very small, and this is very large and nice.
Tokyo Puck. Satoru. Oten Shimakawa, who got his start as a political cartoonist in Tokyo Puck. Satoru Kitayama, who directed many of the early anime, and Junichi Kochi, the animator for many of those early anime. These progenitors could have had a far greater impact than we.
I want, perhaps, someone conceptually drawing. What am I listening to now? That's still Lucky Star. I don't remember this in Lucky Star though. One Piece OST. This might... Will this get me copyright struck? Maybe. Dum 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 dum. What clip do I want? General assets. Let me take anime footage. I mean, I've got in the anime recommendations. I've got so many anime clips. It'd be wise for me to have a little look-see through these guys. You know what? I just got Sakamoto. Let me grab some Sakamoto, and I'll use a clip from that. It's not the highest resolution. Will it do? Yeah, oh, go on, I'll use this. Because there's 3 of them. I'm amused. Amused is good. Yep. And then...
the anime. These progenitors could have had a far greater impact than we know. Most of Shimakawa's work was lost in an earthquake in 1923, which destroyed...
Cool, and then I want to name the anime.
These progenitors could have had a far greater impact than we know. Most of Shimakawa's work was lost in an earthquake in 1923, which destroyed his warehouse. But that doesn't mean all hope is lost. Let's work with what remains and crunch those numbers. Doesn't mean all hope.
I could use Kyu-chan here. Do I want to? I could.
House, but that doesn't mean all hope is.
I'll think. I don't know if I've used Kyu-chan yet.
But that doesn't mean all hope is lost. What's lost? Doesn't mean all.
Yeah, why not? What's that there? Oh, I didn't even notice that before. Cursed. Is that on? That's on all of them, I assume.
All hope is lost.
I will have to edit that out. The thing later.
Let's work with what remains. Lost. But that doesn't mean all hope is lost. Let's work with what remains.
Like that? Like that?
And crunch.
Let's try that. And then I'll give all of that a drop shadow. What if I slight motion it? Nah, drop shadow's fine. Oh, maybe... like, crumble it? Oh, it doesn't do much. Interesting.
House. But that doesn't mean all hope is lost. Let's work with what remains and crunch those numbers. And crunch those numbers. Hope is lost. Let's work with what remains and crunch.
And text on screen. Big white text here. Yes. Crunch those numbers. Exclamation mark. Do 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 do. Inspector Gadget. Doodle doo doo. Doodle Inspector Gadget. Doodle doo doo.
Crunch those numbers. And crunch those. And crunch those. And crunch those numbers.
Cool. I'm thinking maybe...
Oten Shimakawa, who got his start as a political cartoonist in Tokyo Puck. Satoru...
I might click between them, you know. That's my plan here. Go click. Custom bin? What's in the custom bin? Nothing? Delete. Yeah. Video transitions. Slide. Push. Push.
in Tokyo Puck. Satoru...
Yeah.
Tezuka...
Feels loud. You, thank you. Click, 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 click. Here. Paste. 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 Do, 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 do. You there.
Tokyo Puck. Satoru Kitayama, who directed
I'm gonna put their names on screen, I think. I think that seems like a nice fan subtext. Oten Shimokawa. Seitaro Kitayama. Maybe I'll like push between those two. That seems fun. At the same time. So it goes.
and Junichi...
Yeah, why not? It's fun. Kochi Junichi.
directed many of the early anime...
Ooh, don't freak out, don't freak out. Save, save.
many of the early anime, and Junichi Kochi, the animator for many of those early anime. These progenitors could have had a far greater anime. These progenitors...
Maybe like slice that pause there a smidge.
These progenitors could have had a far greater impact than we know. Most of Shimakawa's work was lost
And pauses are slightly too long. I like it kind of being like really relatively consistent pace, like bump, bump,
than we
bump,
know.
bump, bump.
Most of Shimakawa's work was lost in an earthquake in 1923, which destroyed his warehouse. But that doesn't mean all hope is lost. Let's work with what remains and crunch those numbers. And crunch.
Small bump in, and then we're gonna grab you. I'm gonna do you down here.
And crunch those numbers. And crunch those numbers. But that doesn't mean...
Feels weird if it starts with mouth open.
But that doesn't mean... But that doesn't mean all hope is lost. Let's work with what remains and crunch those numbers.
Cool, okay. The data. I forgot I did that. Yeah, I need to... I'll put that there. Because I need to make that cover, which I haven't done yet. Some quick housekeeping, since this is a data-focused video. We gathered a lot, but not all the data ourselves, and we want to be transparent with how we got all this information. But if you just want to get to the pretty pictures, then skip to the next chapter, which is at this timecode. It all started, I haven't done that yet.
started
with a database found online of every anime listed on my anime list up until early 2023. Early 2020. I see. 2020. Early 2023. Give me that, and then stuff from there. Early 2023. This was very useful. Thank you, Cooper Union. Links to this dataset are in our sources. This was then reformatted and divided up into date ranges. We also extracted demographic and genre information, which was harder than you'd think. Certain calls had to be made because the database listed all demographics genres, and themes, and that was a little too much. So, 2 key genres were picked to sum up each anime. We then decided on the actual protagonist data we wanted. Age, gender, hair color, eye color, ethnicity, and sexuality were the 6 we picked. For this era of anime, a lot of that information wasn't super relevant or available at all, but we collected it just in case. While specific ages are the norm for modern anime, are you lagging? For these, why are you lagging? Am I overdoing it with my computer? I think that streaming to 2 platforms at once is definitely upsetting my PC slightly. Memory is not a problem. I mean, to be fair, maybe I could kill some stuff on my PC here. You can go. UI save, but you can go. Got too much shite open. You can go. Okay, that's fine. That stays. No freaking out. I'm just watching a video, man. My own video too. Shame me for it. It's mostly the GPU though. Is it? No. Play
Hair
it?
color, eye color, ethnicity, and sexuality were the
Oh yeah,
6
it is
we picked.
GPU.
For this era of anime, a lot of that information wasn't super relevant or available at all, but we collected it just in case. While
Actually, my little avatar here streaming. Oh well, you know.
ages are the norm for modern anime. For these first decades,
My freaking.
we decided on child, young adult, adult, and old. Gender was mostly obvious, except for animal characters, which were mostly listed as their species. However, some animals did have a specific gender, for instance being referred to as a father or son. Hair and eye color were pretty skewed towards black because a lot of early anime was in black and white. With animal characters, fur was occasionally classified as hair, and most of the animals had distinctly black or white eye colors, so that was included. Ethnicity was normally contextual, and we used names or design to decide. The majority of these were Japanese, but not all of them, which made the category feel actually useful. For animals, ethnicity was used to record species. Sexuality was pretty irrelevant to most of the anime, however, if a character was depicted with a spouse, this was decided as an indicator of sexuality. This accounted for about 8% of characters listed. Turns out early animation pioneers weren't that interested in depicting romance. Arguably because drawing kissing is hard, but that is unsubstantiated. We decided to exclude Chinese and Korean animation as although this is available data, this video is specifically about the conventions of anime from Japan. We also wanted to choose a singular protagonist.
What I write there? We will miss some shows as is the nature of doing this ourselves.
Japan. We also wanted to choose a singular protagonist, but a lot of these anime don't have protagonists per se. Ensemble casts are common, as are plots that follow a series of events instead of a singular character. When a decision couldn't be made, these were listed as various in these were listed couldn't be made, these were listed as various these were listed as
Okay, well clearly I don't have the thing there for that. So gimme graphic. Yeah, thank you. Right.
when a decision couldn't be made, these were listed as
various. Okay, cool. That's what I'm looking for. Shape. Do I have any examples of various on here? I do. Yeah. Yeah. And then perhaps, you know, actually give me, and then, or I'll move it with this one. Hup, hup. There. Various. Oh, I landed on a various. Wasn't my intention. Aha. Thank you. Various.
listed as various in the data. Cool! Various in the data. And now we're going to pivot back over to her.
Finally, we got the majority of information from primary sources. Finally, we got the majority of information from primary. Finally, we got the majority of
No sneezing directly into the mic. That's bad juju.
Finally, we got the majority of information from primary sources.
That sounds fine. You'll do. You'll do, kid.
Which is to say the anime themselves. Which is to say the anime themselves. Which is to say the anime themselves.
It's probably fine.
Which is to say the anime themselves. Say the anime themselves. We collectively.
That's like such a short line. I feel like it's fine. I think,
Which is to say the anime themselves.
yeah, it's fine. Oh, editing voiceover is my least favorite part. I like making the pictures pretty. Don't make me edit people's voices. Ah! Tired already.
We collectively watched and skimmed through all 134 entries where possible.
Sounds okay.
Watched and skimmed. We collectively watched and skimmed through all 134 entries where possible.
Sick. Sounds okay. What's this one?
We collectively watched and skimmed through. We collectively watched or skimmed through all 134 entries where possible.
Sounds pretty good, actually. Almost better than this one.
But we do. We collectively watched and skimmed through all 134 entries where possible. We collectively watched or skimmed through all 134 entries where possible. And skimmed through. Watched and skimmed through all one. Watched or skimmed through all 134 entries where possible.
Yeah, that one. I like them both. But I have made a call. Call has been made. Don't look at me. I've made my call.
It was a real pain in the ass, but we do it for the love of the game. It was a real pain in the ass, but we do it for the love of the game. It was a real pain in the ass, but we do it for the love of the game. Do it for the love of the game.
Do I now click remover on you? Click remover. Ah!
It's a real pain in the ass, but we do it for the love of the game.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Cool. I might go through and have a... I thought I put click remover on.
From primary sources, which is to say the anime themselves.
Click remover.
Which is to say the anime themselves.
Yes! Yes! Make it sound
We
good.
collectively watched or skimmed through all...
Just on everything.
We collectively watched or skimmed through all 134 entries where possible.
Fuck yeah! Doo-doo. Cracks my neck at you. Oh, my neck is sore. This is this is just the fucking data. We haven't even gotten to the meat of the video yet. It's gonna be like 10 minutes. Oh, this video is gonna take a million years to edit. Well, you know, that's how it be. What's the date? It's the 6th. This month might actually be wishful thinking. That's depressing.
Miss some anime or miscategorize. Chances are we miss some anime or miscategorize some entries. We are fallible and had to make a call on each individual anime.
Is there a retake there?
Chances are We missed an anime here or there, or miscategorized some entries. Some anime, or miscategorized.
Yeah, I like this one better.
We are fallible, and had to make a call on each individual anime. We are fallible, and had to make a call on pretty much every individual anime. We noticed.
Okay, I want this with the click remover.
And had to make a call on pretty much every individual anime.
I'm pretty sure we had to make a call on every anime. Oh, just like we had to make a unique call, maybe. Come here, Cafe LeBlanc.
We are fallible, and had to make fallible, and had. We are fallible.
We are fallible.
We are fallible, and had.
I think I like this. We're fallible more.
And had to make a call.
Click remover there too.
We are fallible, and had to make a call on pretty much every individual. Or miscategorize
Sounds good. Sounds good.
some entries. We are some entries.
Kill that there, kill that there, cut that there.
We are fallible, and had to make a call on pretty much every individual anime.
Fuck yeah! 20 minutes, one line. Yippee! Oh my god. Just thinking about how long this video is going to end up being. Is it going to get done this year? I'm going to have to put some actual hustle in to get it done this year. I'm just thinking about, like, so if this is the intro and then the data, the intro's there, data's like here-ish. Where's the data start? The data here. So the intro's 5 minutes. The data realistically might come up to about here. And then if each section is 10, that's a 40-minute video, which isn't terrible, but the conclusion could be massive. This is me thinking out how much effort I'm gonna have to put in. I look over at my board with 3 videos planned for the rest of the year and go, aww.
We noticed interesting biases towards specific kinds of protagonists and styles of presentation, which would have been less obvious than just the raw data. Kinds of protagonists and styles. We noticed interesting biases towards specific kinds of protagonists and styles of presentation, which would have been a lot less obvious than just the raw data. Because of this, we noticed interesting biases towards specific kinds of protagonists and styles of presentation. And styles.
Do I like this one's pretty good.
Because of this, we noticed interesting biases towards specific kinds of protagonists and styles. Which would have been less obvious than just looking at the. And you can make your own presentation and styles of presentation.
What if I click remove that one?
And styles of presentation.
I don't like that one.
Kinds of protagonists and styles of presentation, which would have been. We noticed interesting biases towards specific kinds of protagonists and styles of presentation, which would have been less obvious than just the raw data.
You know what, maybe that one. Let me do you and you. And then I'll click remove you just to be sure.
Protagonists. Because of this, we noticed interesting biases towards specific kinds of protagonists, which would have been less obvious than just the raw data.
Yeah, okay. I'll do. That'll do, pig, that'll do.
Styles of presentation, which would have been less obvious than just looking at the raw data. And styles of presentation.
Wait. Hold.
Specific kinds of protagonists. and styles of presentation.
Oh, I didn't finish it.
And styles of presentation, which would have been less obvious. And styles of presentation, which would have been less presentation, which
Let me do
and styles of
presentation.
and styles of presentation.
I can make that sound nicer.
Of
Presentation.
of presentation.
Yeah.
Which would have been less
Whole thing?
Because of this, we noticed interesting biases towards specific kinds of protagonists and styles of presentation, which would have been less obvious than just the raw data.
Sounds okay.
Which would have been less
I
obvious.
don't like that little
Which would
click there, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Or actually, I want the speed, so
presentation, which would have been
half that, maybe? Thank you. Double check I haven't deleted anything by accident. There's always a chance. Nothing here.
In the protagonists
Oh, don't freak out.
is reflected in the protagonists of those times. In this video, we will be trying to create the most average anime protagonists of early anime.
Cool. There's a live action segment we have to do for that one, which I've... maybe I'll do tonight. If I can be bothered.
and styles of presentation, which would have been less obvious than just looking at the raw data. You can make your own decisions because we've made a read-only version.
Good attempt, good attempt.
And you can make your own decisions.
I don't hate that one. Let me cut that out.
And you can make your own decisions because we've made a read-only version of the file. Honestly, spending weeks on data collection is fun. Honestly, spending because we've made a read-only and you can make your own decisions. And you can make your own decisions. And you can make your own decisions because we've made a read-only version of the file.
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Honestly, spending weeks on data collection is fun, but the idea of someone using that data for their own use really makes my dick hard.
I forgot we wrote that line. Oh.
Honestly, spending weeks on data collection is fun, but the idea of someone using that data for their own use really makes my dick hard.
Oh yeah, okay, that takes better. Hold on, I need to send a message.
Spending weeks on data collection is fun, but the idea of
Okay, yeah, that's good, that's good. I'm going to clip that myself.
we hope to do follow-up videos for every decade.
We
hope to do follow-up videos for every decade after this, but unfortunately the data becomes exponential. 1980 decade after this, but unfortunately the data becomes exponential. 1980s has 500 entries, the 2000s 1980s has 500
It's not a the.
entries, the 2000s have over 2000, and so this is a cool system. We would love to do follow-up videos for every decade after this.
Cut that out.
1980s has
I like.
data becomes exponential. 1980s follow-up videos for every decade after this, but unfortunately the data becomes exponential after this. But unfortunately the data becomes exponential.
That's a better take of that line. So you go there. Thank you very much.
The 1980s has over 500 entries, the 2000s over 2000, and so on.
Is the and so on ad-libbed? That's fine. I like it.
So this is a cool to support this. 500 entries, the 2000s have over 2000, and so this is a cool. 1980s has over 500. 1980s has 500 entries, the 2000s have over 2000, and 1980s has over 500 entries, the 2000s over 2000, and so on. So this is a call to support this project. You can do that in two ways. First of all,
Okay, mouth sounds. Can we get rid of
you
those?
can do that in two ways. First of all, any money So this is a call to support this project.
I actually need to get ready at some point today and go to work.
So this is a call to support this project. So this is a call to support this project. So this is a call to support this project.
I like that one more.
You can do that in two ways. You can do that in two ways. First, any money we receive from Patreon, Ko-fi, etc. allows us to devote more receive from Patreon, Ko-fi, etc. allows us to
Click remover there.
First, any money we receive from Patreon, Ko-fi, etc. allows us to devote more time to these large projects instead of our boring day jobs.
We could do better than that.
First of all, any money we receive... First of all...
I can't be getting into anime. No, into anime. I'm into anime. Can't be getting into editing at this stage. I have to clean the house. I'm trying to decide whether I need to end the stream now. How much more of this have I got? Let me see if I can finish this, and then I will stop.
First of all, any money we receive from Patreon, Ko-fi, etc. Any money we receive from Patreon, Ko-fi, etc. allows us to devote more time to these large projects instead of our boring day jobs.
Yeah, that'll do.
Money we receive from Patreon projects instead of our boring day jobs.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Click, 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 click.
Secondly, if any people would like to help with...
Do I want to just click remover that for the fun of it? For the game?
First of all, any money we receive from Patreon, Ko-fi, etc. allows us to devote more time to these large projects instead of our boring day jobs.
Yeah. Will do.
Secondly, if any people would like to... Secondly, if any people would like to help with data collection, please reach out. If any people would like to help with data collection, please reach out. This is a very specific and time-consuming task, and crowdsourcing the data is pretty much the only viable way for us to do the later years. Secondly, if any people would like to help with data collection, Secondly, if any people would like to help with data collection, please reach out.
Okay. How do I feel about this?
Secondly, if any people would like to help with data collection, please reach out. like to help with data collection, please reach out.
And no, the first one's fine. It's this bit I'm not sure about.
Very specific and time-consuming task.
Click over.
This is a very specific and time-consuming task, and This is a very specific and time-consuming task, and crowdsourcing the data is pretty much the only viable way for us to do the later years. Okay, so with all crowdsourcing the data is pretty much the only viable way for us to do the later years. The only viable way for us to do.
I'm gonna add this last bit on here because I think this end is better.
It's pretty much the only viable way for us to do. It's pretty much the
Let's do from the
consuming task, and crowdsourcing the data is pretty much the It's pretty much the only viable way for us to do the later years.
Yeah, it's fine, it's cute.
Okay. So with all that, let's finally meet our protagonists. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's finally meet our protagonists. Let's finally meet our protagonists. Protagonists. Let's finally meet our protagonists. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's finally meet our protagonists.
Click remove that, see if that sounds good.
With all that out of the way, let's finally meet our protagonists.
And then I'll keep this because I'll make this the Protag 1 intro card. Yippee! So this is probably fine. Let's listen through. I'm gonna look at the script as well, just to make sure. Just gonna double check there's no massive, glaring, fuck off errors, and then we'll see. Yeah. My mouse is gone, but we balling, I guess.
Finally, we got the majority of information from primary sources, which is to say the anime themselves. We collectively watched or skimmed through all 134 entries where possible. It was a real pain in the ass, but we do it for the love of the game. Chances are we missed an anime here or there, or miscategorized some entries.
Can I have my fucking mouse back? Thank you.
We collectively watched or skimmed through all 134 entries where possible. It was a real pain in the ass, but we do it for the love of the game. Chances are we missed an anime here or there, or miscategorized some entries. We are fallible.
Let me see if there's more takes of that one that I could be using instead.
We are fallible.
Ah, okay, not there. Take you.
Fallible, and had to. We are fallible. We noticed interesting by. Chances are we missed some anime or miscategorized some entries.
So what's the line here?
Do it for the love of the game.
So let's try this one.
Chances are we missed some anime. Chances are we missed some anime or miscategorized some.
I don't like the way anime like cuts. You know, it's weird on the mic.
Entries where possible. It was a real pain in for the love. It was a real pain in the ass, but we do fallible and had to make a call on. We collectively watched or skimmed through. It was a real 134 and ass, but we do it. It's a real pain in the ass, but we do it for the love of the game. Chances are we missed some anime. Chances are we missed an anime here or there, or miscategorized some entries.
I guess that is the best option. Oh, it just feels weird though. Question is, do I mark it as red? As in retake?
Categorize some entries. Chances are categorize.
Let me click remove it.
Chances are we missed some anime or miscategorized some entries. Chances are we missed an anime here or there or miscategorized some entries.
Oh wait, that's a different one.
Chances are we missed some anime or miscategorized some entries. Chances are we missed an anime here or there or miscategorized some entries. Chances are...
First off, let me click and remove that. Get them both down here.
Chances are we missed an anime here or there.
I don't like the delivery.
Chances are we missed some anime or miscategorized some entries.
Yeah, I think that's the better option. Ay. Making calls is hard.
Game. Chances are we missed some anime or miscategorized some entries. We are fallible and had to make a call on pretty much every individual anime. Because of this, we noticed interesting biases towards specific kinds of protagonists and styles of presentation, which would have been less obvious than just the raw data. And you can make your own decisions, because we've made a read-only version of the file.
We're happy.
Which would have been less obvious than just the raw data. And you can make your own decisions, because we've made a read-
Hold on, let me turn Cafe LeBlanc off.
And you can make your own decisions, because we've made a read-only version which would have been less obvious than just the raw data. And you can make your own decisions, because we've made a read-only version of the file. Honestly, spending weeks on data collection is fun, but the idea of someone using that data for their own use really makes my dick hard. We hope to do follow-up videos for every decade after this, but unfortunately the data becomes exponential. The 1980s has over 500 entries, the 2000s over 2000, and so on. So this is a call to support this project. You can do that in two ways. First of all, any money we receive from Patreon, Ko-fi, etc. allows us to devote more time to these large projects instead of our boring day jobs. Secondly, if any people would like to help with data collection, please reach out. This is a very specific and time-consuming task, and crowdsourcing the data is pretty much the only viable way for us to do the later years. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's finally meet our protagonists.
Okay, that is done. I still have a few issues with some bits, so I'll listen to it later, see how I feel. Sometimes when I'm doing the editing, I'm like, this sounds bad, this sounds bad.
We also wanted to choose a singular protagonist, but a lot of these anime don't have protagonists per se. Ensemble cast.
Yeah. Okay, anyway. 9 minutes. Plus, I want the... Ooh, let me grab it now, actually. Where'd I put it? Assets folder. Money makes life happy. Money makes life happy. Love it. Okay, that's enough for now. I might be back later today, or probably tomorrow, realistically, to do some more this stuff. Fun shit. Editing. That's what we do.